are now listening to the Lycaeus Frequency.
Oh, lovely.
Look at us. We're fucking dumb. Hey, guys. That definitely wasn't talking this entire time and having us muted.
Totally
Couldn't be
not
that.
dumbasses right
Yeah,
here.
definitely didn't completely space it. For those of you who are just tuning in, we have our fan favorite co-host, Mikey Patton, here.
Yeah.
In the house with that sultry voice that talks about weird things, like me. And then a vampire I pulled off the street.
You can call me May.
Here we go again.
Yes. May bites me. Anyways.
Like I said before you knew this, we keep that between us.
It hurts.
And like
Don't
that,
eat it and enjoy
and like
it.
that, the audio's out.
Yeah. No comment.
Comment, no comment. Will Smith, no comment.
No comment.
No.
Oh, really? You're gonna bring that into this?
No, what are you talking about? It's a horror. It's a horror film in its own right, dude.
It's a horror film in its own right.
Keep your wife's name out of your fucking mouth, dude. That's all I gotta say.
Okay. Well, that's gonna be just a little dumb tonight. For those of you tuning in for the first time, this is the Lycaeus Frequency, where we tell spooky stories because we know you've seen something strange if you're tuning in. Now, my crystal ball that is square shaped and lights up is being a little bit of a bitch, and so I am finding myself unable to pull up what I am looking for. That being,
Do you need my crystal ball?
the story for this week. No, I think I'll figure it out. I think we'll see.
I'll get my crystal ball ready just in case.
Okay, yeah, we'll have the crystal balls ready.
I've got mine as backup.
Perfect. Everyone's got their crystal balls ready.
Oh, I didn't need to see that.
Well, you didn't want to see your crystal ball?
No. My
Little
crystal ball
personal.
is saying something to me that it shouldn't say.
You shaved it, right?
Shut up.
Are you kidding me?
Are
you yeah, I think
joshing me
I
right
think I'm
now?
gonna have to use your crystal ball.
Okay, I got it right here.
Yeah, pull it. Because my crystal ball is being censored.
Censored.
Straight up, it's saying this content was unreviewed. So
Really?
Ooh.
you have to read it in our special crystal ball app, which I did not want to download. So I'm just
Well,
gonna
okay, I
read it
got
off of your
downloaded.
phone. Cool.
Too much work.
Yeah. So. San Bernardino. Yeah, okay. So this is a story from San Bernardino.
Ooh. Not too far.
And yeah, not too far. It took me a second to remember where San Bernardino is.
It's okay. Geography is not the strong suit. That's not what we're here for.
Right, yeah, no, we're here for the spooky stories. Which
Who's
I
here
will,
for geometry?
Okay. That is not what I said, but yeah.
I mean, in a way it is geometry.
It is.
But only tangentially. So,
Tangerinally.
shut up. I'll lock you in my basement again.
You would.
All right.
You'd enjoy it too, Mikey.
No.
We all know you would. So, let's just start this, shall we? Okay. I totally understand if no one believes this, because we are still unsure of what the fuck happened. But we sat down, came to a consensus on the events, and all agreed we witnessed the same thing. Me and 3 buddies were hiking Thursday, Friday in St. Bernardino National Forest. Various trails, mostly the known ones, and mostly during the day. Friday, we were making our way to Clark's Summit. As we were walking, one by one, we noticed that we were veering off the trail. I asked my friend in front of me why he was going off the trail, and he asked our friend who was in front of him the same thing. The friend in front told us, "I can hear a woman talking. You guys don't hear that?" We didn't hear anything. We tried to convince her to leave it be, because it was already kind of dark, and we were close to where we wanted to set up camp on the trail. The friend in front is female and insisted that what she heard sounded like a female calling for help, and that she sounded really close. So I think she felt inclined to investigate a possible female in distress, while we were totally okay with going about our business. Okay, I get a little bit spooked now because she's absolutely serious, and we absolutely could not hear whatever she was hearing. Here's where it got weird. We only ventured off the trail about 300 to 400 meters, yet at one point we were completely lost. We don't have any fancy gear or GPS stuff because we've never needed it, but We'd been on this trail enough to know we hadn't gone far, and yet we couldn't find the trail in any direction after walking for about 15-20 minutes. I started to feel weird, kind of dizzy, lightheaded, and when I mentioned this, the other two said they felt weird as well. It was like something had changed the environment around us, or moved us somehow to another location. I had no idea which way to go, and now it was fully dark. My female friends said the woman's voice had said, "I'm over here, and please help me." She said it almost sounded like she was hurt, crying. And so here we are, somehow lost, after only walking for about 20 minutes off a large trail because my friend is hearing voices. We decided to stop walking in all directions, because the last thing you want to do at night is get even more lost. We had 2 tents and sleeping bags in our packs, so we found a clearing and set up. We figured once the sun was out, we'd easily find our way back to the trail. Before we could even lay down to rest, I noticed a tree near us was moving as if something was climbing it. It was really dark, and I wear glasses, so I thought it was an animal at first. But it wasn't an animal. It wasn't anything. I could see the outline of what was roughly a human shape, but it was transparent, completely see-through. The best way I could describe it is in the way that heat waves look on the pavement in the summer. You know, that wavy liquid effect? They saw it too. My male buddy said, "What the fuck are we looking at?" when he finally spotted it. They all said the same thing. It was transparent, but still movable due to the foliage around it being displaced and moving as it moved. We all just stood stone still, whispering theories back and forth as to what we thought we were seeing. I thought maybe it was some kind of optical illusion, but they both immediately jumped on to aliens, of course. The thing just sat there, perched on a large branch, about 50 feet up. It's like it was watching us watch it. And the other oddity is that after staring at it for a good 10 minutes, we noticed all the normal forest sounds we heard prior had stopped completely. I mean, the only noise was us talking and the leaves under our feet. The hairs on my neck stood up, and I had goosebumps all over when I realized this, like something was truly wrong. After about 10 minutes of us standing there, whatever this thing was started to climb up the tree even more, until we could no longer see it at all. We approached the base of the tree slowly, and walked around in a circle with our necks craned up, trying to see this thing. It was too dark, and the trees were too close for us to see the top. We didn't hear it jump to another tree, so we assumed it was still up there. We were all too spooked, obviously, to camp right underneath whatever this was, so we gathered our shit and started walking towards the moon. I shit you not, after about 5 minutes of walking, we were back on the trail. I literally dropped my bag and said, "What the fuck?" out loud. We all stood there confused, looking around, trying to confirm what we were seeing. My buddy likes to joke and said maybe we walked through some hallucinogenic spores and imagined all of it. I highly doubt that. But whatever happened, it seemed kind of, I guess, predatory. Like, it seems like something was luring us or trying to confuse us. My friend still thinks we were fucking with her about not being able to hear the woman she claimed to hear. Was it that thing imitating a woman? How did we get so lost, so close to the trail? This was easily the weirdest thing I've experienced in the wilderness, and we still don't have a good theory as to what we saw. May not have been alien, but whatever it was humanoid and 100% transparent. Somehow, and able to climb a really large tree with ease without making much noise. I'd love to hear any theories about what this may have been. Has anyone else seen something like this in the woods?
The first thing that comes to mind for me is the Fae.
Fair enough.
Being so close to that trail, could be easy. Could have walked right through one of the doors.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your thoughts, bear fighter?
Bear fighter. I see. I see. That kind of sounds reminiscent of something that happened to me. I think I told it on the radio the one time.
Yeah, maybe.
The one when I went to Dead Lake, kinda.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, it sounds a little like that. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's like that. Like it's.
I mean, it could be. Because there are things out there known to imitate human calls.
Yeah.
And This doesn't sound like any exception.
At the beginning, I could have swore it was going to be a skinwalker, but the description of it just turned it off of that.
Yeah, generally they are slightly. I mean, San Bernardino isn't a place I'd think of for that kind of thing. I think more of like more just a bit east of San Bernardino. You know, more of this middle of the country.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah, because they don't have elk down there. Like, you know, that's the big. Yeah, that's one of the big ones that they do, and it just doesn't quite work. Anyhow, with that in mind, I personally think this is some flavor of Bigfoot.
Some flavor.
Bigfoot, yeah.
Some flavor of
Maybe,
Bigfoot. We got a lot of flavors of Bigfoot out there. This is like a mint chocolate chip Bigfoot.
We got baby Bigfoot.
Yeah. We got all sorts of big feet up in the studio tonight. Thank you to all you listeners out there. If you've got a spooky story, go ahead and send it in to send it into Lycaeus Frequency at gmail.com. That's LYCAEUS frequency at gmail.com. There's the shill. And
Shameless
with that,
plug. There we go.
I think we have to we throw in our musical interlude here. I mean, come on, like after that,
You gotta.
We need a little bit of break.
yeah, drop the bomb, and then you do your musical interlude, and then
Take some
you
time
do
to-
something interesting for the next 3 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Do it over.
Yeah, all right, come on. I believe in you, little, definitely not a phone. I believe in you.
Well,
My little
ball
crystal
still
ball.
giving you
My
shit.
little crystal ball that is,
how to not break the immersion? Totally not fun.
yeah, it did 100%.
100%. I'm still immersed.
What's a
Yeah,
phone?
I know you are. All right. Well, here we come. I'm going to go ahead and play Saint Elizabeth by Kaya Cater. Here she is. And we're back. Welcome back. So, after consulting the grimoire, I think we have an interesting... it's definitely similar, if not... the transparency is kind of turned up on these guys. Their opacity is set at 100, unfortunately. But if anyone has ever heard of the woodland crooner,
Okay.
it's a species of Bigfoot.
Yeah, boy.
And, well, here's a story about them from the book itself. It was raining outside. A bit chilly, and a really horrible day when I think back on it. My cat had escaped outside when I got home. She wasn't allowed out because we had one get hit by a car, and another taken by coyotes, so we wanted to keep her safe. Anyway, we live in a very rural area, adjacent to a good stretch of forest and a long field. So, I was chasing the cat through the grass, drenched and covered in mud. She looked back and saw that I was still following and bolted towards the tree line. I followed after her, yelling and telling her to stop or to come back. She ignored me, of course. I saw her jump into some thick brush and disappear. I was so aggravated with her. So I went back home and got a raincoat, boots, and a flashlight. I started walking back to where I saw her when I heard someone from my left shout, "Hey!" There are a couple of kids who play around here in the woods, so I thought it might be them, even though it would have been strange that they were out in this weather and out so late. It did sound just like them, though. So I called back, "You better get home or your mom will be mad." Two voices responded with the same, "Hey!" They sounded maybe 20 feet from each other and a little deeper than before. Things didn't feel right, so I asked, "What are you guys doing out here?" One of them said, "Help! Help! Help!" Almost like a recording being played over and over again. It was very short.
Them damn kids.
Freaked me out.
Them goddamn Dorito lovers.
I didn't say anything for a while. I just stood there and listened. It did the "hey" thing again, exactly like before. And I ran to the neighbor's house. I told her what happened. And she had a strange look on her face, though I probably sounded hysterical, and told me both the boys were home. So we called 911 and told them everything, but they didn't find anything or anybody. Nothing strange at all. It felt really horrible. I thought everyone thought I was either on drugs or lying. I went home and turned all the lights on. I don't think I slept that night. I don't know if it was a ghost or a monster or some kind of alien thing, but I hope it never comes back. If it does, I'll sell my house and move. My cat did come back, though. I think she saw something outside, too, because she never tries to get out anymore. She was scratching and screaming at the door late that night, wanting back in. She freaked me out when she did that, though the thing was gonna break into my house or something.
Well, thank God the cat came back.
Thank God for cat coming back.
That was my only thought throughout that whole story.
It's like, what
Is
happened
the cat gonna
to
be
the
okay?
cat? Porque the cat. That's not how you say that, but
You tried. It was a good attempt.
I haven't Spanish since first grade. Freshman year, first grade.
First grade. Wow.
It's not my night.
It's that dyslexia, Mikey. It's getting at you.
It's not dyslexia. It's called being dumb.
Damn,
You
all
said
right.
it. I didn't.
Wasn't me. I didn't say it.
It wasn't
I didn't say
me.
nothing. Didn't say nothing.
It wasn't me. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. Well, woodland crooner. Now I can go ahead and get into the taxonomy of it, unless of course you have comments.
No, please go on.
I'm opening up to public comment like earlier today.
Damn. No,
I want to hear more about its physical attributes.
Thank you, Jason Greeno, and your slightly less than strong handshake.
Wow.
Wow, a little bit of shade out there, huh?
You're call that man out because of handshake, dude. How dare you?
There are other reasons that I won't specify presently. So, woodland crooners are medium-sized big feet with leathery, wrinkled skin and gray hair.
Oh, nice.
Males' backs having darker gray vertical stripes. Their visage is more monkey-like than human-like, with small green or blue eyes fixated in a furrowed squint. Their faces are deep-set with a pronounced brow, long nostrils, and an over- or underbite. No regular bite, just over- or underbite. These big feet range anywhere from 100 to 150 to 200 pounds and can be up to 6 feet tall, with males usually being larger.
Oh.
On rare occasions, they can be seen walking on all fours like a gorilla, but are often seen running on two. The woodland crooners have an incredibly high jump. From the ground, this Bigfoot can jump up tall tree branches effortlessly, gripping the bark with sharp, clawed hands. The creatures can be heard throughout the forest at night, making high-pitched screeching sounds. At first, the shrill call can be heard by a response, or rather, heard followed by a response. The forest ambiance will deaden before the peace is once again broken by another screech in a different location.
Wow.
So that's kind of the description of what they look like and kind of what you could expect to find with a woodland crooner.
Not too far off from us. 'cause
Yeah,
6
just not
feet,
transparent.
150, 200.
Yeah,
Damn.
it doesn't
Yeah.
compare with the San Diego story with the
Yeah,
opacity.
who knows?
and
Maybe
everything.
it's a ghost of a Bigfoot.
Maybe.
Ghost of a Bigfoot.
I don't know.
heavy
I
ass
The name
ghost.
of a band.
The name of a band.
Ghost of a Bigfoot. Anyways, that's what it looks like.
Bigfoot spirit.
don't know. I think it's still part of a fae.
I mean, yeah, I could see that.
You can see it, yeah. That makes sense.
There's a whole section on Fae in this book, but I don't know if any of the ones that are denoted in there fit the bill.
Fit the
Yeah.
description.
Yeah.
It's got to be a pretty unique creature.
Yeah, or it might be. Yeah, it's interesting because on the one hand, it do a big jump.
It do a big.
It do a
got-
big jump
it
and
got hops.
scream like a chick. But on the other hand, it's fucking transparent.
Oh, I wanted to make a comment on that. As a feminine presenting person, I love the whole idea of women helping women. But out in the woods, middle of the night, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
You're on your own.
You're on your own.
That's it.
Yeah,
You made that choice.
It appears you do not have the white boy instinct. See,
No.
Mikey and I think we both possess the white boy instinct.
We haven't
Oh,
met
dear
to-
God.
we know. We know.
Yeah, we know what's good. We know we're gonna get killed out there, but fuck it, let's do it.
Let's fucking do it, you know? Let's go out swinging.
If we survive, it'll be a good story. And speaking of stories, you know what to do. Send them in. Let us hear them. Let them wash over me like a stream, like the ocean. Just let it wash over me so that I can then present it to other people and continue my pacemaker. It's starting to run out. Please send
we
in your
need
submissions.
the ad revenue.
Yeah, ad revenue from hell. What, you think any mortal would give us ad revenue? Hell no, we get souls.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
who needs human shit? Like, for real, who needs that?
Well, human souls,
Material
yes.
Oh,
things?
yeah, I
Nah.
know.
Human souls, very much. Very useful things.
Now those are a commodity that is.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's we get like a 0.25 of a human soul every time we shill. Speaking of that,
Chef's kiss.
send those in at lycaeusfrequency at gmail.com. That is the place to send them. That is the lonely inbox atop the tower, atop the distant rock in the ocean. Just throw them over there like a paper airplane with your phone.
You can see it.
Yeah,
you can see it. You could reach it.
If you squint really hard and like if you rub your eyes really hard, right? Mikey, close your eyes. Now rub them really hard.
Like
you see that weird? You see that weird thing?
Oh yeah.
Just look a little further than that. You see it? You see that tower?
Oh, of course I do. Oh
Yeah.
my god, it's beautiful.
Right.
Yeah, that's the inbox.
Oh my god.
That's the inbox. That's
Why
where
haven't I
send it.
put something in there yet?
Because you're the
Yeah,
host.
what
You got
the hell
other
are you
things to do.
doing?
Shut up.
Wow.
I could hook us up.
Do it.
No.
That's what I thought.
Stingy.
Yes, very.
Very.
Yeah.
I'm in my own world, I guess.
I mean, honestly, you've told most of the spooky stories you've got on the air.
I have told quite a few.
Yeah, you've said what, like 6?
Has
Has to have been like
Damn.
6.
been a lot. I got
over the
a
course of
lot.
these 6 episodes, I feel like you've put in 6 different things.
That's true.
Yeah.
I got a lot of stories, bro.
Yeah, clearly. Not just spooky ones either.
That's
But that's for another time, another show. Whenever this show ends up being smashed in by an idola, maybe we'll get those stories.
Maybe.
But I can continue on with this long entry about woodland crooners and their whole life cycle. Let's do that, shall we?
Yeah.
Woodland crooners begin life in the arms of their dead mother. Once she has given birth to
dear
3
God.
to 5 young, the Bigfoot passes away.
No, it's fine.
Her body is left in the branches, and a single large leaf is placed upon her face. Males raise their young alone, teaching the youths to hunt, sing, and mimic others, call out to friends or mates, mark their territory, and sleep off the ground. Once offspring can jump into the trees and obtain food without assistance at about 2 years of age, the father leaves the group. Brothers typically stay together until mating season, while females wander off on their own. Woodland crooners are very social creatures and will perform nightly calls to one another, which will vary between jarring, piercing noises and sweet sing-songy melodies. Most resemble bird calls. They can denote daily activities, emotions, warnings, locations, or calls for a mate. Females usually travel with other females in groups of 3 to 4, whereas males travel in groups of 4 to 6. The females are born more often, males have much longer lives, and are predominant in the crooner population. Groups of these big feet will share territory and food, groom each other, sleep in nearby trees, and even hibernate together. During the spring, males seek out groups of females following their nightly calls and crossing into their territorial boundaries. Groups will sing late into the night together. Their combined songs are different toned and tempoed melodies, the interaction sometimes lasting several hours. Sometimes the 2 groups' songs flow together, while at other times it is discordant. If the females like the male's addition to their singing, they will accept their proposition of courting, but if they do not, they will chase them out of bounds, throwing rocks and even biting stubborn individuals. Woodland crooners mate several times in a season. During the summer, they give birth. Females that do not carry offspring will seek out a new group if no other females remain. Individuals that have lost their last group or not yet joined one will sleep in the trees. Or rather, will not sleep in the trees. Instead, they dig a 7-foot deep tunnel, which they return to sleep within until they become part of a group.
Oh. Spoopy.
Yes. Now, my crystal ball has provided me with some insight. It is lycaeusfrequency at gmail.com is where you send that, not lycaeus.com. So let me spell that out for you.
Got to get that right.
lycaeusfrequency at gmail.com.
There you go.
Look at you, spelling master.
Yeah. Gotta say, I won a spelling bee with the devil, and so now I just can't stop.
Wow.
That's how I got the ad revenue.
Damn.
Yeah. It's a good contract.
It's a good contract.
See, I'd like that right there. That was a whole quarter of a soul.
Wow. There you
Right?
go.
Good for you.
Bro.
Yeah. And that's like, what, two or three a night? It's like a soul every couple episodes.
All right.
I mean, that works.
Go off, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
Go off.
how do you think Brian talks? I had to stick
yeah.
a soul in there.
Somehow.
true.
Meat is just meat. If you don't have a soul in it, it's just meat.
You mean it's not just the electrical pulses and stuff?
Fuck no, but I'm not
No.
going to tell him that.
I'm not gonna tell him that.
No, because then he'd get weird about the nature of a soul.
Damn true.
Brian's already pretty philosophical, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you start pouring motor fluid into his jar, he gets much better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love those experiments.
I mean, yeah, it's revolutionary, really.
That's a good word. That's a good word for it.
Yeah. Well, what did you think?
No, that's all I can think of.
Oh, that's all you can think of?
Revolutionary.
I'm sure there isn't any other word that's coming to mind right now.
No.
No?
No.
Good.
That you know of.
Earlier this evening, before broadcast happened, a weird man came into the studio and left a box for me.
Oh.
A box of cards. Not the usual deck we use. In fact, that deck has seemingly gone up in smoke. There is merely a deck of cards, all with weird, not the same backs, which just seems like impractical for shuffling, and then a tattered book. They didn't say what his name was, but he had fingerless gloves and smelled kind of like wet dog. I suspect that's the alleyman.
Nice.
And this is his tarot that's sitting on my desk before these two. Now we'll chew on that. We'll chew on that later, in a bit.
In a wee bit.
Thoughts on these crooners?
My favorite part was that during courting, if the male songs were not good enough, they'd chase him out, throw rocks at him.
Yeah.
You didn't sing good enough. Get the hell out of here.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Favorite part.
Yeah, it sounds like my music director. Sedgwick.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh.
Shout out to Sedgwick.
Shout out to Sedge.
It's not even listening, probably.
He's definitely not listening right now.
But I got more
No.
important shit to do than listen to this shit.
Sleeping.
Probably.
If he's even sleeping.
Yeah. He might be stealing souls. Yeah, that's what he does to the band kids. He just
Probably.
Oh, yeah.
pulls their soul right out of their body.
Once band kid, never ever again.
Yeah. That's why I don't have your soul, because Sedgwick has it.
That's true.
I'll have to buy it off him one of these days.
Oh, so that's what happened to my sister, huh?
Probably.
Well,
Makes sense.
I'll buy both of them off him. 10 souls. I think
Appreciate it.
10 soul trade seems fair.
heck yeah, bro.
Tell you what, that kid has changed since she joined band.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, band
Band
is an
kids.
experience.
Band
It's a
kids are a
cult.
different breed.
It's a cult.
You
Yes.
don't have to tell me.
Yes.
I was
Mikey,
always-
you were the OG. That's the only way I knew you.
I was on the
Yeah.
periphery of that cult.
Yeah,
I
you
got
were
to
there,
watch
but
all
like
the-
you were
yeah.
not. You were not.
Yeah, I did not
taken.
sell my soul to Sedge, but I got to watch all the fun stuff.
I was fortunate to sell my soul.
Yeah.
Oh well. I turned out.
Don't worry, it'll
Right.
help later.
All right.
Whenever someone tries to rend your soul from your body, it just won't work.
Yeah.
You got me there.
You know, like
You're
the
not gonna
soul
be a
rending
target.
rituals when someone calls upon the devil himself to rip your soul out of your body. You just don't have a soul.
Yeah, they're just like, wait, what the fuck?
He's just like, dude, what?
You're just meat. What is going on?
Faulty curse. It won't work.
Exactly. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how you work.
Rubs
I'm
his
gonna-
eyes. Are you for real?
I'm gonna shit you. You have no soul.
You
need,
gotta be joshing me right
I
now.
need to know. For science.
Put him back.
Put the soul back
it
in there
back.
so I
Put
can
it
take it back out.
Put it back so it doesn't go through.
Yeah, right. It's like when you take a soda out of the fridge, you gotta put another one in. Cedric forgot to put another one in.
Shit.
Ew.
The devil's gonna be pissed.
Oh, you know it.
Dude, come on, man. You're supposed to put a Sprite in the. You're supposed to put a soul in the Mikey.
Cedric, you had one fucking job.
Come on, man. We're roommates.
Bro, come on.
This is the
let's go.
bro code.
What the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
My girlfriend's gonna
Anyways,
kill me.
So, God, these crooners, real, huh?
That's spooky.
Sounds like my ex-wife. Just throwing rocks at me and biting me.
Well, you didn't sing well enough, apparently.
Clearly, yeah. I don't know, man. I think I'm a pretty good singer. Or maybe that's just me. Maybe that's my Johnny Cash coming
I
out.
don't care.
Oh, God.
Johnny
don't
Cash.
care.
Yeah,
I thought it had.
yeah. I mean, hey, you know, like as Hank Hill says, Bobby, I like this new age music.
God damn it, Bob.
I love that new age music, Bobby. Let me tell you what.
And in fact,
I'm gonna have a blast listening to this new age music.
You are way too good at that.
You are.
what
Did you
happened.
steal his soul?
That's what happens when you
Yeah.
get. Yeah, I stole Hank's soul.
Nice.
God damn it, Bobby.
Yeah.
Had to replace it with something.
So, well, seeing as we're talking about that new age sound, I think it's a good time to throw in a little bit of new age to this bluegrass station.
I like the way you think, Bobby.
I like the way you think, bud. All right. Well, let's go ahead and throw in. I don't know how, but they found me's.
Oh,
Do it
fuck yeah.
all the
Ooh,
time.
That's a good
Yes.
one. That's a good one. I haven't heard that one in a while.
Me neither.
Damn it. Every goddamn time.
God damn it, Bobby.
Well, here it is,
God damn
or it should be here, in precisely. And we're back. How we feeling about that new age funk, Bobby?
That was some of the finest blasting I've ever seen. Oh, I could dance that all night long.
You sure? What about your knees?
I'm gonna kick your ass, Bobby.
What about your narrow urethra?
I'm gonna beat you with this propane accessory, boy.
Well, enough of King of the Hill. You have Hulu for that. Let's dive in these cards. I can't even shuffle it. Like it's just so much.
It's so much.
It's like
I'll do it.
oh ooh
Ooh,
yeah. Let's see these
we got flexing. We got flexing.
Already dropped it.
Drops it. Perfect. You gotta drop that deck at least once. It's only fair. It's a big,
But the cards came in a matchbox,
which is sick.
right? It's like it just gets weird and weird. But I think
It does.
we're gonna use these from now on when it comes to these readings.
Oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah,
Good
bro.
choice.
They are weird.
They are
There's like a Pokemon card in there, I think. I don't know.
fucking.
My favorite
Giuseppe.
is Pink Housewife.
Yes.
I don't know, man.
The Atomic Housewife.
Giuseppe's pretty fire.
Yeah, Giuseppe. I mean, because I let that, during these musical interludes, I like to keep my hosts up to date. So they, get to look at they got a preview of cards.
Didn't I get to open this pack?
Maybe.
Sure. I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like you might be having deja vu.
Perhaps.
Probably. Happens pretty often. What is deja vu?
It's where you remember something that's happened that hasn't happened yet. It's
Where does
it's
that
where
come
you remember
from?
something that hasn't happened yet.
The familiar
While it's
feeling.
happening. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Right?
I get that all
I
the
feel like
time.
you get that a lot being immortal and all that.
It happens all the time.
Yeah.
I get
kind
that
of
shit all the
exhausting.
time. I hate it.
How are you getting it, Mikey?
Because my life is just full of fun.
Oh dear.
It's all the spirits in your head. Since you don't have a soul, there's all the space for spirits. You just take it.
Yeah.
Spirits.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Got an empty bag? You just drop it in there. Boom, now it's full of spirits.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like air.
It's like air. Yeah.
It's entirely like air.
It's the magical bag of wind.
Alright. Cards have been shuffled. My hands,
I've been scuffled.
they are in the air. Like I just don't care.
Oh boy, here we go.
Alright, pass me the book. Thump. Perfect.
Spoopy.
Alright. I got two questions in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Heads or tails?
Heads.
Of course you'd pick heads.
Yeah.
Alright.
You got a problem with that?
No.
Uh-huh.
No. I'm totally good with you giving heads.
Oh yeah.
So, the questions are, heads, what lurks outside the studio right behind that door?
Oh.
Or, what's hiding at my house right now? For tails.
Those valid questions.
Let's find out. Tails.
Ooh.
That's a good one though. That's a good one too.
What's hiding at my house right now? Well, let's find out, shall we? Everyone, put your minds on this question. Let it mull around in your brain. Let it fester. Let it rot. And then expel it from your body. I'll give you a moment while I pull these cards.
Ooh.
All these backs are different. One has butterflies and eyes. One, it just looks... Oh, no, there's a drawing on that. It's just very faint. And then one is weird. Let's find out.
Nice.
The Two of Wands. Or the Two of Worlds. Ooh.
Ooh, that's trippy.
The Three of Swords.
I like that one.
That's
And... Mizero 1.
interesting.
I wonder who that is. To consult the book. Where is
Let's
it?
see it.
I can't tell.
You said the Two of Worlds?
Yeah, the two of Worlds.
Oh.
It's not okay.
Is
I'm
that
just
like
gonna have to dig through the book here because it's not like right out the front.
it's like some doppelganger shit or something, maybe.
Maybe.
Ugh. That sounds like a messy situation.
It always is. Okay.
It's a
Oh
sign.
yeah, y'all. I hope y'all like this ASMR that's going on here.
Bro, right? I was thinking about let's like just bring it up. It's like, all right, we're gonna do
The
ASMR
tattered
now.
pages.
Very fresh pages.
That's that new page, baby.
It's that new page smell.
That's that new page fresh smell, baby.
Bring it in, just
You can smell the tree.
Yeah. And all the chemicals used to create this.
The
it's my favorite part.
The poor baby trees that were destroyed were made from this book.
Come on. Are you kidding me?
My G is
How
struggling
am I
right
not
here.
finding it?
Is it?
Is it not even in the watch?
Are we just gonna have to guess what that one is? Like,
Yeah,
Jesus.
right. That'd be funny.
Just do it based off the art.
I mean,
No, I gotta figure it out. There's
Lord.
word. There has to be something for this in here.
I mean, for me, it sounds like doppelganger shit. Because two worlds.
What the?
I'm gonna start singing the Tarzan song. Two worlds, one
I'm gonna
family.
kill you.
Oh my god.
Come on, dude. Phil Collins.
Phil Collins hits, but not right now. Not right
Now's
now.
not the time.
Now is not the time for Phil Collins.
It's always time.
It's always time for Phil Collins. What am I saying?
Yeah. Yeah. What's wrong with you? Come on. It's Phil Collins, bro.
I can't.
Is it?
shitting?
Damn. Is like not even
like
in the
not
end.
struggling here.
We'll come back for that one if anything.
Right? It's weird. It's like not in there or something.
The order is important, though.
Yeah. Right. That's the thing.
That's-
Well, I mean, it could be.
that's
Or I could
r-
just.
Yeah, you just just switch it around. or something,
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Make it easier.
there's no procedure. It's whatever
Not for
happens.
this question.
That's so weird. That's not in the book.
Misera-
Though.
Okay, I found Misery.
Okay. There
Great.
you go.
Oh.
That's
That's great movie.
24.
Great
And that's,
movie.
That's the second guy, I think. Yeah, that's the second guy.
It's the second guy.
Okay. Oh. Okay, that's
That was
Oh,
probably
that
a
was
good
a
one
good
then.
voice.
That sounds like a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that guy.
You want to read that one, sir?
But a moment. I gotta find the Three of Swords.
Of course.
Three of Swords, the card of heartbreak, betrayal. A classic. So, okay, so there's heartbreak, betrayal, and then misery,
Self-explanatory.
Okay.
lasting sorrow, pain, struggle. And then, please show me what I want to see. Nope.
It's only right if you show me a book.
Dude, come on. This is
Bro, that's like the ultimate Rickroll. Can't even find
Yeah.
that shit.
right. No, you don't get to know what this card means.
It's just
Okay, the Hawk Moth. Is it just worlds and it just has a 2 on it?
it might be
That'd
just
be dumb. That'd be very dumb,
just be
whoever
worlds
made
then.
this. I know you're listening.
I know you're listening.
What? Where? Oh, maybe it is. Okay, let's try 36.
I'm gonna laugh if it was that one the whole
I'd
time.
be so pissed. It's not.
Okay.
Well,
The suspense is killing me.
I'm aware.
it did kill me.
You're dead. I knew it. All right.
It's a sign. Cedric, I'm coming for my soul.
I don't think you
It's
can.
fucking swords. I'm dumb. I read that as
Oh
words.
my god.
I am blind. All right, cool. Well, let's do 2 of Swords.
Mikey, I thought you were the one with dyslexia.
It's a little hard to read it upside down.
I
to be fair. All right, 2 of Swords is 66.
Sometimes a homie just can't figure things out, you know?
Yeah, sometimes I'm blind.
That is true. We figured that out earlier.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you're more blind though. Well, you nearly hit that wheelbarrow.
I did hit it. I did hit it.
Oh, yeah, you did. All right. Two of Swords is a stalemate. No matter how you approach it, you'll lose your head.
Oh.
It signals blocked thoughts and unclear emotions. So,
Nice.
all in the context of what is hiding at my house right now.
So we got,
Something
Stalemate.
long,
So we got
deep, and
stalemate.
sad.
we got misery, and then we got
Heartbreak and betrayal.
heartbreak.
So,
Big poltergeist energy.
I suspect that someone long past, long sad, long, well, drenched in misery lurks hiding in my house, waiting for a moment to show themselves after a long, long hiatus since I put them there.
Oh.
I put that one away long ago, and I suspect she wants to come out again. Flower, whatever your real flower name, whatever your name is, I know it's a flower. Whatever, if you're listening, stay down.
Stay down.
You don't want to know what comes next. Well, something strange lurks in my house, as do many things.
Well, that was educational.
Educational indeed. Indeed. So, what say you,
My turn.
Mikey, bag of spirits?
Bag of spirits. I love it. Shit. That's a good question.
You gotta know, yeah.
I gotta think.
We could take the other one.
I could. Yeah.
All right. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So, those of you listening, a question to ponder, one to hold, one to cherish, and then slaughter like a lamb. What lurks outside the studio door right now?
Your mom.
Oh. Mommy, you brought me my blankie.
Oh, there's the deja vu.
That's funny stuff, Bobby.
Shut the fuck up. All
Put that
right.
on my grave.
Well, now that thought has thoroughly evacuated your mind, let's see what the cards have to say. Well, we got one that has a cool thing on the back.
That's pretty
We got
sick.
one that's got an interesting pattern on the back, and then one that looks like they pulled it out of a tree.
Bro, I want that as a tattoo design.
Queen of Cups.
The cops.
No idea what this is.
It doesn't say?
It doesn't say.
That's a good sign.
And the Bogeyman.
the bogeyman.
All right, let's see. So the Queen of Cups, this one's pretty easy to find. Cups are emotion, they're flowing, they're water, they're
Water.
fluid. They're often, well, emotional things. But I think I said that already, didn't I? She is the one who bears the cup fully. Cups are water. Queen is water. This card may as well be wet because of how much water is involved.
Nice.
It is inverted. She is immature, a brat. Raw emotion that is always on.
Okay. Okay.
Now, onto a card that does not have a name on it. Let's see. Nope. Hey, nope. This is going to be... I found the Bogeyman.
Nice.
But we're going to wait on that.
We're gonna wait on that.
Come on.
It's so riveting.
Yes,
It's-
quite.
I know, this is my favorite part.
I suspect it is.
I was just.
Is it the two of discs? That'd be very.
well, if it looks
smart.
like it, then probably.
It is the two of discs.
Ah, yes. We got that.
I just got to think. All right, coins change hands or are made the same, but the situations they were in changes. Mistaken purchases, being disappointed with what you got, or changed to, or feeling that you were led astray in your change making. Changes made in haste. And finally,
the bogeyman.
The Bogeyman. I know what page he's on. Passed by him
Bogeyman.
The Bogeyman. He waits in the dark to horrify. He isn't real, and that's the only important takeaway. Your fears are temporary, and even if you fail, they won't be as bad as this. In reverse, they are irrelevant, but you already knew that. These are fears that you've already overtaken.
It doesn't sound like much of a threat.
No, it doesn't, because the bogeyman really makes all of those emotions, those raw feelings, those quick, hasty changes, as is his nature. This 3-card hand certainly has something interesting to say for what lurks outside that door.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, it changed too quickly, but it will be okay. Its fears are about that, others are assuaged, and perhaps it should return to what it once was. Less of the raw emotion that are always on, always in front, always bearing down. And it keeps a filter. A hasty change is not necessarily good, though it can be very useful, and here's this situation. Because it all ended up remembering on the smoke. The action. Well, to you on the other side of that door listening in. Go home. Get some rest.
Fuck off. You're not needed.
One last one to the road.
Why not? Yeah.
Let's
why
do
not?
it.
Might as well.
Well then, I suppose we should let our immortal have the last.
Ooh.
I've been pondering this too.
Oh, good. So you have a question then?
What lies ahead for me in my immortality?
Oh, well that
That's a good one.
that is a good one. I dare say I'd like to know.
Let's do it.
At your leisure.
Is that Boogeyman? What is that?
Oh, that's 21.
21?
The 4 of Swords. And Judgment.
Judgment.
Kids.
Yeah, those look like kids.
Those are
Yeah, they're
children.
being stabbed.
Oh, okay.
Oh, lovely.
Well, let's start with
Kids with swords.
21.
Favorite kind of kids.
My nephew.
21. Where is
Junior, if you're watching this, go sleep.
Or if you're watching,
Yeah, if you're watching us through the window, please just go to sleep.
go home.
No, I won't look. You can't make me.
All right.
Come on, 21. Or not, I guess. Yeah, fuck me, right? There it is.
Yeah.
Fear.
Ooh.
Oh.
Where the bogeyman is the horror stories we tell our children to seed anxiety forevermore, fear is real.
Oh.
Is the recognition that terror, anxiety, and trauma are real parts of our minds. It's not something you can explain away. It's something you must work around while accepting that it's not going away. In reverse, it is cobwebs overhead that you brush to continue forward. Lesser fears that trigger responses, but aren't the horror itself. So,
Damn.
fear is to come.
Interesting.
Spooky.
Swords. 4 of Swords. 68.
Young, harmless children with weapons. Ah, yes.
Yes.
The best card.
The only kind of children I tolerate.
All right. Fair enough.
I am
If you worked
liking.
with children as much as I have, you would understand.
Oof.
Yeah.
4 of Swords. Many angles of self-doubt. In reverse, it is about stepping forth from your lonely mental state and re-entering the world, pulling the blades out, healing from these wounds and doubts. Nothing sticks as well as the daggers we put in ourselves.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
And finally, judgment. It appears you will be judged.
It appears so.
Well.
Let us find out exactly what that bodes for you. If I can find it. There it is. This book is not formatted
In the best
to my
way.
liking. I will have to change this. So, fire purifies the phoenix. If we're talking Western phoenixes. It's the stoking of the flames of self that lets us see clearly, understand where we are and who we are. It is a moment of revelation. And it shares with us where we must go next. But it can also be fear of that fire, of that knowledge. It's normal.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
forth from this day in your immortality, it seems that fear will be present. Long, drawn-out fear, and not a fear that is merely a boogeyman. No, it is one that is real, and you must watch for. Perhaps it stems from your self-doubt that the 4 of Swords speaks to. A fear of not being enough, perhaps. And judgment. Fear of knowledge. So perhaps it is fear of learning something you did not yet want to know. Not a realization you wanted to come to, not a revelation you wanted to come to, not a blossoming of yourself because of that self-doubt. So eloquently mentioned by the Four of Swords.
Going to have some interesting times ahead.
Always interesting times. Fast times.
Immortality can be a bit drawn out, so...
Hopefully it'll be fast. Well, that's it for us here in the studio. Thank you all for listening in to the Lycaeus Frequency this week. We will be back next week with... Who knows? Who knows who will be here next week? For all I know, May might well just eat Mikey while I turn on this outro, and then we'll be short one co-host.
It's happened before.
Let's hope you've eaten a lot of garlic. That's me signing out from the Lycaeus Frequency.
Good night.
Thank you all for watching, and pleasant evening.
KFUG Crescent City 101.1
and a 101.1. Brothers and sisters.
The Columbia Network takes pride in presenting Orson Welles in the first production of a unique new summer series by the Mercury Theater on the Air.
Before the internet, before television, even before talkies, there was radio. And among the pantheon of stars and voices who made the golden age of radio golden, one name towers above all others: Orson Welles.
So long as these problems are not solved, so long as ignorance and